So here's how you make an air layer. And these are examples. These trees I made last year growing on the branches of other trees instead of making cuttings and sticking them in the ground and waiting. So you take sphagnum moss, you soak it in water and wring it out, you put it in a baggie and make a slit. I have this ready. It's just cheap old electric tape. You'll need a lot of it. So then you pick a branch and let's see, let's say I want to take this branch right here, okay, and make a tree out of it. Okay. Pick a nice spot, pick a good branch, and then you do something that seems crazy. You mark with a sharp razor blade through to the wood. You go up about 1.5 inches. Don't be afraid to go that far. And then you draw a line straight through here. You want to do this in the spring. See how this all peels off real easy? Don't worry about this little piece. I'm going to pull it off just so some of you aren't like, oh no, what is that? Now, what will happen is the water will still go through that part, but then the energy that the leaves get will come back down to here and grow roots. Now, second part, same as the first part. Didn't bring my pliers, but I'll show you. Usually I use pliers and scratch this, but you can scratch this with a razor blade, just like I'm doing. Pliers are easier. Don't ask me why I lost them. But anyway, and you want to do this part because there's still a little layer that'll re-heal, and then this branch will not make a new plant. Okay? That's done. So now, not so important, but kind of important, rooting hormone. And you just tap it on the end that has the leaves. So this is the part that's going to make a tree. You can do it up here if you want, but you don't want this to grow roots. It won't anyway. Then you take this baggie of sphagnum moss, and I've separated the moss. Roots are going to grow out of here, the bottom part, or the top part, depending on how you want to look at it. And you make sure to surround it in that. Then you take this electric tape and pretty snug go around it a few times. So I go around it at least 3 times. You want to keep that moisture in there. Okay, and there's 3 times. So now what I do to keep this from turning, because sometimes we have squirrels or birds, I'll go around the end a couple of times, like that. And I'll do it the same thing here. And in 2 to 3 months, this thing will be full of roots. So then you're like, okay, now it's rooted, what do I do? After you see this full of white roots, all you do is snip off the bottom, because now you have a tree from here to here, and you'll have a 2 or 3 foot tree. And that's how you air layer. Ta-da! There you go.